Stranger Things season 4 full review. Spoilers ahead. Let's go back to season 1. Season 1 is the best because it's a very linear season. They're all working towards a same or similar goal, which is to find Barb, to find Will, to figure out what's going on in Hawkins. That's what all the characters ultimately end up doing. There's no tangents here, tangents there. It's a very straightforward approach. And that's, I would submit, is probably how most shows should operate. Seasons 2, 3 start to suffer because there's multiple plot lines, too many characters, and you can't follow all of the stories, nor can you make all of the stories interesting. We see that in season 4. So I'm going to talk about volume 1 and then volume 2. In volume 1, let's be honest, there was a cool scene with Mike and his crew getting shot at by the cops, but was there anything that Mike did in season 1 in volume 1 that was worth watching? No. You could have cut all of that out. Most of Eleven's scenes, after the bullying stuff was really motivational, powerful, but a lot of the flashbacks could have done without. You could have condensed a lot of that. And so you walk away from volume 1 going, some of these things they still haven't fixed. But what they did do in volume 1 was give you a compelling thread with Vecna, with Max. Probably the best scene of the show is Max running away, right? So they do give you glimmers of hope. And it's a really good season because of that. There are some things that are worth fighting for, they're worth dying for. And you get that feel again that you don't get so much in season 2 and 3. It's there, but not like it is in volume 1 of season 4. They recapture that, not with Mike and Elle and that crew, but with the crew that stays in Hawkins. You start to feel that again. Hopper, his story, it's interesting, it's kind of fun. But again, let's be honest, could you have condensed that down? Yes, a lot. Which leads me to volume 2, which is what, 4 or 5 hours? I don't know. It's a lot. It is starting to tighten up the story. You get to the point to where things aren't all over the place anymore. You really have two groups, two missions, if you will. You have the Hopper mission, and then you have the Hawkins mission. Now, the Hawkins mission is separated by people across the U.S., but they are working on the same mission. So they're united once again. There's continuity, if you will. And even the Russian mission ties back into Hawkins. But let's be honest, they didn't, it was a triumphal moment for Hopper, but the Demogorgons were killed basically because of what happened in Hawkins, not the other way around. So season 4 again is the best season of outside of 1. So you got 1 and you got 4, and then I don't know where 2 and 3 rank after that, but it is the best, and it gives you the best of Stranger Things, which is these kids get it. There are things in life worth dying for, and yet it's scary. Max's death scene or almost death scene captures that perfectly. She escaped death once. She comes back to fight it again. She loses, and as she's losing, she admits she doesn't want to die. At the same time, she's been struggling with the death of her brother or stepbrother, who she wished to die. And so you get perfect in- human emotion. I wish he had died. Now he's dead. I wish it had been me. I deserve death. Now I'm dying. I don't want to die. It works really well. Then let's take Mr. Munson, who starts off as kind of a stoner outcast. By the terms of the high school, a loser, someone not popular, falsely accused for murder, and runs, which is very understandable, and hides, which is very understandable. How can you explain what he saw? It's not believable. Then it happens again. He's there, and the person that's there thinks that he did it still. So it's quite believable that he ran and hid. But for him, It bothers him. It bothers him because things in his past, things about his character, things that we fully don't get in just one season lead him to a moment to where he realizes that he can no longer run and hide. Did he stave off the bats for a minute or two more? Sure. Did it make a difference with Vecna? No. But that scene still captures the beauty of someone willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good, for their friends, for those who are fighting a battle on a different field that they can't see. He doesn't know where the battle is as far as who's winning and losing. He just knows that he has a role and he does it to the point of death. Stranger Things in season one captures that over and over and over again. They're all willing to go die for Will. And by doing so, they learn to live, right? They learn to live. Steve Harrington, his arc in season one, from a punk to a hero, because he's willing to die, and that allows him to live. Season four gets that back, and that's why it's so good. It does have a lot of wasted time. It does have a lot of arcs that don't really pan out. It does have a lot of characters that aren't needed, but it works because it gets that. So for season five, and we'll talk about it more, for season five, hopefully we get more of that, more of willingness to die. And we need the characters to die. Let's be honest, we need them to die. One of the great shows is Band of Brothers. And what makes it great is that people die. It's sad, it's tragic, but that's what makes it compelling, is the real fear of death. What made Max's scene so powerful is you thought she might die. If you didn't think she was going to die, yeah, you thought she was going to die. The music, the moment, the villain, she might die. That's what works. We need more of that in season five to close this thing out. Let me know what you think about season four of Stranger Things in the comments below.